the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
The second of 9 races at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. The first leg of the bipod goes at 12:30. It's a track and ball fixed odds Telebet call centre. Call 031 314 1155. Maiden juvenile plate over 1,200 metres. And before we go any further, let's have a look at 2 reruns. Number 14, Anikas, when finishing 3rd on debut on the 22nd of May, and Canford Ice, when finishing 4th at Hollywoodbets Greyville on the 6th of May, and then an interview with Garth Puller.
Trying to put on the pressure. These two have gone clear from Goosebumps. Anikas on the inside. Let the Flag Fly has got Icy Blast under pressure past the 200. And Let the Flag Fly now skips away. Let the Flag Fly going on to win by about 3 or 4. Let the Flag Fly won at Icy Blast second, Anikas third. Close for fourth between Navajo Nation and Goosebumps. This is what it means is going to go through. Still got 4 or 5 lengths to make up. Winter Games still leads it. Dr. Faustus on the inside. Further back in the run, Campaigner. Then this is what it means. But it's still Winter Games over the last 150 metres. Winter Games, Dr. Faustus trying to close it down. Winter Games still goes though. Winter Games won at Dr. Faustus second. This is what it means third and Canford Ice fourth.
Yeah, I don't think the draw's relevant, but Imperial Power doing well. Good run first time at Greyville. Never seen Greyville. He might prefer the bend. He might prefer a little bit further. I'm not expecting big things from him, but he has made natural improvement, and I'll probably end up gelding him after this. He's a rig, and I think his one testicle worries him a little bit. Hell's Bells doing nicely. He's also going to need a mile. Yes, it's just a nice build-up run for him, and we'll get him around the bend.
Watching that rerun of Canford Ice, finishing a rather distant 4th, admittedly, behind Winter Games, nearly 6 lengths back. He was all over the show, still very green, the 2-year-old son of Canford Ice. But don't forget that form line, Warren, has been franked now by Dr. Faustus, who ran second there to Winter Games. That came out and won during the course of the week on the Highveld. But this does look as if the leading lights are numbers 1, Question of Faith, who's now to be ridden by Keegan DeMello, as number 9, McDazzler is a scratching. That, interestingly enough, was the anti-post favourite before the scratching. Question of Faith now, Keegan DeMello. Anikas, who ran well on debut. Richard Faree teams up with Mr. Gary Rich. And the only other 1 or 2 that perhaps could trouble him, number 10, Mardel Plata. First timer, now to be ridden by Ashton Aries. That's also a jockey change. That's quite short in the early market. Not short in the early market, but one that I'm quite keen on watching is number 13, Rhythm, from the informed Gareth van Sale stable with Atandiba and Goodlow aboard. 500,000 rand son of Rafif with a really nice pedigree out of that mare Miss Magical. But on form, Question of Faith, Anikas, you're in the camp of Anikas.
Excuse me, I am in the camp of Anikas, the Erupt gelding. A pleasing debut, and having a word with trainer Gary Rich before Anikas ran, he said that a nice type of horse, and they were expecting a forward run, and a forward run is what they got. Yes, third, 7 lengths off, but still dumb and green, and he is sure to have come on from that debut performance. So I am expecting Anikas to go close to winning, not losing sight of the fact that Question of Faith is a massive runner as well. I'm expecting him to trouble Anikas and trouble him in a big way. So 1 and 2 for me for the bipod. I'm not going to go any more. And then just numbers 4, Imperial Power, and 5, Canford Ice for quartets, place value. But 1 and 2 for me. I don't think we need much more than that for the first leg of the bipod.
I think we're on the same page. Obviously, the betting will tell its own story about number 10, Mardel Plata, has been priced up at 4-1, a well-bred son of Trippy. If the money comes, well, then you've got to take note. 13, Rhythm, is any price at this stage and may not find any support. I think Canford Ice and Imperial Power, we heard there and we saw there, they're probably going to need 1 or 2 more runs before they're most effective. So, yes, I agree with you. I do think it is a toss-up between numbers 1, Question of Faith, and number 2, Anikas. You probably don't have to look any further in the opening leg of the bipod, and we're slightly in the camp of number 2, Anikas.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.